Yo, 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 it's that time of the week back with another one. It's your boy Ralph. Ron, JB, what's happening, fellas?
What's up, man? This
What up?
weather.
What up? What up?
One minute hot, then the next minute cold, and hot again.
You near the mountains. Yeah, you near the mountains.
It, it's crazy, dog.
Yeah, you near the mountains. It's crazy. Just like a lot of stuff that happened this week.
Yeah.
You know, um, mainly with the NBA. NFL done
Mm-hmm.
kind of cooled down right now, except for David and Njoku. He
Right.
signed a one
He,
year deal with the
yeah.
with the LA Chargers. So a lot of stuff in the NFL probably ain't gonna get back cranking until they actually get in camp and some people start
Yeah.
getting cut. They start chopping down the rosters till they reach 53.
Right.
Um, but let's get to it, man. Stay tuned. Damn you too. NBA. We had a lot. The lottery was yesterday, as we know. The Washington Wizards. They was the winners of the NBA lottery. That's the first team and I had to go back and read this, but that's actually the first team in the history of the lottery that actually won it under this new since they had this new format that actually had the worst record in the NBA. Most teams when they have the worst record, they don't get the number one pick. They end up
Right.
with three, four, you know. But the Wizards had the worst record in the NBA this past season. Uh and under this new lottery format, they are the first and only team so far to actually get the number one pick after having the worst record during the season. So, what you think about the lottery round? What you think about Washington? Utah got the second pick. They talking about Utah may possibly be in talks with the Wizards about their number one, trading up to get their number one pick. You think the Wizards should keep it and draft AJ DeBanster, or do you think should the uh the Washington Wizards accept that call if the Utah Jazz call, which I know they would. The Utah Jazz want AJ to bounce the bad. So I'm thinking they could probably set. They got options. If you watch the Wizards, you got options because you could set yourself up to be like OKC and get a King's ransom back for that pick because that's
Right.
just how bad the Utah Jazz want that first overall pick so they can draft AJ the Bouncer. Or do if you the Washington Wizards, do you take AJ the Bouncer and just plug him right in with what you already got?
If you go watch the pre-draft,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they said Washington got the number one pick. You just see his face before he was smiling and after. When they
Before that
said,
announcement was made, yeah.
I said he don't want to go there.
But I don't understand why people be doing that. Like if you are the type of player that you projected to be, that you know that you are based off what you did in college, why wouldn't you want to go to that type of franchise? Because if you are a lottery pick, especially being that high picked in the lottery, you go into a bad franchise. The odds of you going
Right.
to a good franchise are slim. I'm not saying it can't happen, but it
Right.
rarely ever happens unless you're in a situation like OKC where you
Right.
done a deal years ago and you got somebody's pick and it's unprotected and it lands high and you get drafted to that situation. But for the most part, you go into a bad situation, you go into a bad team if you get drafted high. So why the hell are they shocked when certain teams call and win the lottery and they're projected number one pick and that's not where they want to go? Like, I mean,
Because I don't know. Can you depend on trade? Can you depend on AD
but
to stay healthy?
you're supposed to be a franchise type of guy.
Eh,
If you project to be number one pick, you don't worry about can the team depend on them guys. You do what you do because the team
Right.
is
I'm
long
with
term
you.
gonna be invested in you.
Right. I'm with you. But you got to have some people to stay on that battlefield with
I mean, Washington is a young team. They
you.
they
They
got
very young.
they got Trey Young and AD at the deadline.
Right.
So
And those are
Alex
main injuries.
and Alex. Well, Trey really this past season has been the only season Trey didn't miss significant time. Like
Right.
Trey ain't missed significant time no other season other than this season.
Okay. AD.
Now, AD, I'm with you on that because, like I said, the Washington Wizards got options, and trading AD could be one of those options.
Right. You right.
So
If you go, if you to pull up how he was looking before
I seen
After,
it. Once he started seeing the Utah Jazz still on the board,
I said
he was
he
getting
don't
happier and happier and happier.
right.
Then when the Utah Jazz name got called,
Mm-hmm. He was
that's
like,
when his face went down. And once the
yeah.
Washington Wizards announced they won the lot, then his face just,
I was like,
it fell down in down past his
yeah.
kneecap.
I was like, they're not going to work out.
But
No.
if you look at the Wizards, they will have a nice young squad with Trey at
Yeah.
the 1, Trey Young at the 1, Trey Johnson at the 2. And if you take AJ the bouncer, you plug him right there at the 3, you're gonna have 80 at the 4 and Alex Sarr at the 5.
Right. They would, but
You still got Bud Carrington there. I think Cam Whitmore is still there, if I'm not mistaken. The other dude, George, is it Keontae George?
I forgot his name is.
Because I get him and the other guy from Utah mixed up. But it's George, light skin. But you got some pieces, some young pieces.
Right.
And like I told people, the Washington Wizards are gonna be a pretty good team.
Right. They're gonna be a part.
Yeah, in about 2 years. They're gonna be similar to what you saw in the Charlotte Hornets.
Right. They're gonna be a problem. Now, I'm not gonna hate Washington gonna be a problem. If everybody stay healthy, they're gonna be a problem.
Yeah. So, they won the lottery. They got options. Now, if the Utah Jazz called the Washington Wizards, would you trade back to the second pick and let Utah get that first pick? Because if they call me, I'm asking for a king's ransom. You're gonna have to give me Ace Bailey, which is a guy who didn't even want to go to Utah in the first damn place when they drafted him. So now you get Ace Bailey back on the East Coast, which was his preferred destination when he got drafted. So Ace Bailey, you probably gonna have to give me who's the Cody Williams? He there? You got to give me a King's round. You got to give me picks.
You got to find that sucker. We say this every year on here. It always sucker will give you more. Now, what you do with it, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's a 50-50 chance. If you trying to make a statement, then yes. If you trying to make ESPN or NBA news or whatever, then you might want to take that risk. But if you don't, stay where you at.
So, AJ the Bouncer,
he's nice.
Yeah, he is, and he actually wants to go to Utah, and the Utah Jazz don't get the first pick to get him. That's an opportunity for the NBA to get the Utah Jazz franchise back up and going. Utah been down
for a long time,
for a minute. Yeah, they haven't. When last time they went to the playoffs? When Donovan Mitchell and them was there?
Yeah,
with Quinn Snyder.
Yeah.
So they've been down since then, and Donovan Mitchell been gone for how long? 3 years? 4 years?
4 years, 3 years, something like that.
Yeah, and even then they wasn't making a deep playoff run. They were winning a bunch of regular season games and getting into playoffs and getting bounced. But they haven't really been a deep playoff team to make a run like that since who? Carlos Boozer and Millsap and them boys was out there.
Yeah.
And prior to that, it was Karl Malone and John Stockton, when they went to the final. But if it's a guy that actually wants to go to Utah and the team that was actually tanking to get this guy, because if I'm not mistaken, the Utah Jazz owner was paying AJ the Bouncer's NIL at BYU. That's how you think he ended up at BYU. Out of all the schools he could have went to, he fucking BYU. So he ended up there because that's how bad the Utah Jazz owner wanted him. He paid for his NIL to go to BYU to stay out there in Utah. And I don't know if he know this, but as an owner, you should know this. But just because a player goes to school in a state that you got a franchise on doesn't mean that player is going to end up on your team. So I'm paying his NIL to keep him at, to give him the BYU. I don't understand why that was, could have got some NIL. You're going to get some NIL money anyway. So I don't understand how they thought that was going to translate into the Utah Jazz getting him.
No telling. The way some of these people think this, beyond me.
Yeah,
Just
and they almost pulled off winning the NBA lottery because they got the second pick. It's just
right.
that
You were right there.
you were right there. You was one pick away from getting it.
So it
So
just
maybe this is the opportunity for Washington to set themselves up like OKC, as far as
they
having
could
getting a king's
look,
ransom.
5 picks.
You said what now?
They could get 5 picks. What?
I mean, they could get players and picks.
So
I mean, even if Utah calls Washington and wants that number 1 overall pick, it started with Ace Bailey.
right.
You give me Ace Bailey, now this is just me. This is me. I'm asking for a king's ransom. You gonna have to give me 3 first-round picks. Now I don't know how many first-round picks the Utah Jazz got to offer because remember they just traded 3 of them to Memphis for Jaren Jackson Jr.
Right.
So I'm not sure off the top of my head, and I ain't got it right here in front of me either, exactly how many first-round picks the Utah Jazz got at their disposal to trade away after they've already traded 3 to Memphis for Jaren Jackson. So we got to figure that out because we just not swapping picks. You want to give me multiple picks.
You gotta give up the penny draws.
Exactly. You want to give up
Magic City.
You want to give up the thread that they make them with. That's what you got to give up. And
you gotta give them all the way up.
And that's just with Utah having the second pick, trying to trade up to the first pick. That ain't even counting with another team that's picking 5, 6, 7 gonna have to give up if they calling to move up. That's just the team that's 1 pick behind me. That's what I'm asking for from them. Start with Ace Bailey. Then if you want to throw in one of the bigs out there, who you gonna throw in? Walker Kessler?
You might well throw in both of them.
Or Kyle Filipowski, you gonna throw in one of them? You gonna throw in Cody Williams? You gonna throw in multiple first-round picks?
You don't got no choice at that point.
You're gonna have to give up whatever I ask for if that's how bad you want AJ the Bouncer. If not, then you'll be watching them in DC, just like everybody in the nation capital, like everybody else will.
Or they did Washington give up AD, send them to the Jazz.
Well, they ain't gonna do that deal because 1, AD make too much, and 2, they just traded for Jaren Jackson Jr. and 3, they got Lauri Markkanen still on the books over there. So unless AD don't want to play center, so. And Jaren Jackson, I wouldn't put him at center, and then you got Lauri Markkanen still on the books making a ton of money. No. So that's 3 guys that's making a ton of money is pretty much at the same position, 3 starters, and that's a log jam. That ain't gonna happen.
They better do something. I mean,
now if you want to find a third team to get involved that's willing to take AD, and you think AD pissed about being in DC, he'd be even more pissed about going to Utah. So
he's gonna be pissed regardless.
He's gonna be pissed regardless. I don't understand how people still looking at AD as if we talking about the New Orleans Pelicans AD. I mean that AD is long gone.
Yeah, that AD just
he gone. I don't know where injuries got him, but he played what? He played what about 30 games a year, and then he's sitting down. You see him sitting down. I mean. I don't understand how you still counting and depending on that.
Stephen Smith made a name for him. Street clothes.
Yeah, man. He just always, now when healthy, that's when and if. Those them words in bold capital letters, when and if.
They're like if my auntie had, it should be your uncle.
Yeah, just go ahead and say it. If your sister had a dick, she'll be your brother.
Right. So it's like AD to me, and I finna gonna put it out here. I know I might get some heat for this. AD need to retire.
Yeah, man.
I don't see AD to help out a young franchise like that.
No, AD is not the guy that you could put on a young franchise and they lean on.
Like everybody's supposed to lean on him or Trey. I don't see that happening the way his body keep on breaking down.
Yeah.
When your body break down, you look at Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
Dwight Howard said when he went to the Lakers, he had a bad back.
Right.
He didn't do that well with the Lakers. Kobe cussed the man out before he even got there.
Yeah.
Kobe said, "Motherfucker, you ready?" He said, Dwight Howard said, "Ready for what?"
The play, nigga. What you talking
The
about?
play, motherfucker.
I'm calling you, nigga. I ain't calling you, asking you, ready to go out.
Right.
Shit.
Right, you ready?
You ready to play?
Oh man, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. What? Click.
That's
I mean, when your body break down, you're not no good no more. And AD at that point, you been the lead for how long? 15?
Yeah, something like that. He been in there for a while.
So your body been breaking down for the last 5 years.
Probably longer than that.
So you're not the same no more.
Yeah, they may have to find a possible third team
Sure,
if they want to move him.
to be honest.
If they want to move him, you know, because I mean, when he start the season, he should be healthy. There's no way in the hell that the Washington Wizards do not, if they take, which they should, and AJ the Bouncer should be the number 1 overall pick going to Washington.
Right.
There's no way in the hell, unless somebody got to have a freak injury this offseason before off season kickoff. There's no way in the hell they should not roll a lineup out there without having Trae Young at the 1, Trey Johnson at the 2, then AJ the Bouncer at 3. KD should be ready to go at the 4, and Alex Saw at the 5. That gives them pretty much elite
playoff,
elite front court rim protection with Alex Saw, who I think at one point he probably finished the season leading the NBA in blocks, or because at one point he was. So you got defensive rim protection from, you know, both Alex Saw and AD, and then you got 2 guys that can switch off and guard the 4 and 5. So you don't have to depend on one guy guarding just the 4 and one guy and just the 5. They both can switch off and guard the 4s and 5s, and then AD in bigger lineups, you probably can have him out there on some 3s, you know, depending on who they play in the matchup and how the style of play is.
Right. If you look at it, they're like the New York Knicks.
Yeah. So you can pretty much hide Trae Young defensive inabilities.
Right.
You know, so the Washington Wizards have done in 6 months, probably less than 6 months. Hell, it is less because the trade there, and you know they've already added more bigs to the front court in 6 months to a year than what the hell the Hawks been doing in the past 4 or 5. I mean, it's unbelievable what the hell you can do in 4 years that somebody else has done in a year and a half. Unbelievable. That shit is unbelievable.
But once again, you got to have that GM that would go for it, that know about basketball.
I mean, me and you know that. I don't understand how the people sitting in the front office looking down at the team every damn night don't know that.
Because some of these people are more worried about money than long the fans come, we to put anything on the floor.
Yeah.
But you know, us, you know, we just do whatever we want to. But if you're not trying to win, this is what you get. You get Chicago. You get all these bad teams. Though you more focus on the money than put a good product on the court.
Yeah. So you know who I was about to say, you know who I feel bad for, but then again, I don't feel bad because you know Indiana Pacers, you know, they traded their first round pick to the Clippers and it was top 4 protected, and just the luck of the luck of the Indiana Pacers and how the balls fell, how it fell in the lottery. The damn Clippers get the 5th pick and they get Indiana's pick because it was top 4 protected, so it didn't fall in the top 4 and they get the pick. I mean that's just how. If you the Pacers, you gotta feel assed out.
Once again, it always sucker out there.
They should have put some more protection on there. It should have been like top 7 protected or something like that, not top 4. You know,
You
and I
will
understand they.
always get a sucker somewhere. Always. At Indiana with that sucker. We always talking about it on here and talk your ears. You will find sucker somewhere. It
Damn, so
happens.
they got Zubac, and Benedict Mathurin. That's who went to the LA Clippers. And you know the Pacers got Zubac. Now Zubac is a big that they needed because they lost Miles Turner to the Milwaukee Bucks in free agency.
Right.
But giving up that not giving up that first round pick this year that had top 4 protection on it, and the LA Clippers get the lottery ball falls for them to be with the 5th pick, and you lose that pick. You know, if you Indiana, I was this how I was thinking. I didn't even read it until yesterday that the pick had protection on it, top 4 protection on it. But I was thinking of somebody like the Indiana Pacers could use the Boozer twin.
Right.
You know,
you don't know when that point guard will come back.
Halliburton, he's supposed to be ready to go to start the season. So that's why I'm thinking they could have used a guy like Cam Boozer, you
Right.
know, so they could kind of move towards trading off Pascal Siakam.
Right. Right now, everything look good, but till you get them in your gym.
Right.
It's like the NFL draft. You might well say all these players that got drafted in the NFL, they Ferraris till they get in your system.
Right.
Then when they get in your system, you be like, damn, player, are you a Pinto?
You don't look like
you don't look like you don't look like the tape. If you damn, you a bucket, you a lemon, dog. So the same thing, all these basketball players that finna get drafted, you're a Ferrari right now. You look good on tape, but the time you get in my system, you're a Pinto.
So let me ask you this. You got Memphis with the 3rd pick and Chicago Bulls with the 4th pick. Where do Memphis go? Do they draft Cam Boozer or do they draft Caleb out of UNC?
Ooh. I would draft Caleb.
If you are the Memphis Grizzlies?
I would draft Caleb. I would not want to put that young light-skinned dude there.
So you'll draft Caleb Wilson 3rd overall to Memphis, and that will be a Jaren Jackson replacement. And or do you go ahead and draft a point guard because you know you're about to trade Ja Morant and try to get a power forward or something back in return in the Ja Morant trade? Because now Ja Morant, they tried to trade him, but he had no trade value.
Right. That's the problem. Don't nobody want to take on that contract and his attitude. That's the problem.
Yeah. So if you Memphis, you got a little it's a good dilemma, but it's like, do I go ahead and draft because I'm high enough at 3. Do I need to go ahead and draft my point guard to replace Ja now? Or do I need to go ahead and take my power forward in Caleb Wilson or Cam Boozer to replace what I just traded away in Jaren Jackson?
I would take my point guard now. But you got to ask yourself, what team would give me something for Ja Morant?
So at this point, you just taking what you can get for him.
You just taking what you to get. Hey, get him off of our hand. We don't care. We got to fix the team and the city. And he part of the city more than part of the team.
Right.
So, like we've been saying on here, I wish they would have sent him to the Jazz, Denver. You don't got no choice but to get your shit together.
So if you're looking at a team like the Phoenix Suns, who's really, they really fucked over because they traded a lot of way to get KD.
Right.
And they got two guards out there and they playing out of position, Devin Booker and Jalen Green. Would you send Ja to Memphis? I mean, would you send Ja from Memphis to Phoenix straight up for Jalen Green?
No.
You would?
No.
Okay. I mean, I'm just asking because to me, Jalen Green and Devin Booker play the same position.
Need to be with like an older player.
Like how old? I mean, Devin Booker he ain't young, but he ain't old either.
But it definitely Booker the leader.
Yeah, I would assume so. In Phoenix, yeah, I would assume so.
What I mean by a leader, will he take John Morant under his wing and be like, look, this how we feel.
Oh, you talking about leadership as far as that? I thought you just talking about like the overall like face of the team type deal.
No.
But I don't know. I don't
that John Morant problem.
I don't know who can do that because majority of the league is going young now, and you know,
that's my point. He need to be with somebody that got leadership skills. Hey, come here. I'm finna show you how to get back in good with the NBA, or how to change your attitude, or this, or this. Because if nobody don't want to tell you top 5, top 10 point guard, what they saying about that point guard?
Yeah.
So his attitude so fucked up. You will do all this shit, then get better in the gym.
Yeah.
That's where he need to be at, in the gym. With an older player, be like, dog, you need to change your attitude. Drop that shit at the door.
So, go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
It's all about how you carrying yourself. You done have fun. We did joke all day, but you losing a lot of money.
Yeah.
Money talk bullshit. How you gonna make this money up?
So you saying if Memphis takes Caleb Wilson, they need a facilitating type of point guard.
Most definitely.
They need somebody that can get probably 18 and 10.
Yeah.
18 to 20 and 10 type of point guard. So you know, would you send Ja? And I'm just making up scenario. I'm not saying that this is gonna happen, but would you send Ja somewhere like New Orleans?
No,
and pair him up with Zion, and then Memphis get back somebody like DeJounte Murray?
No, you don't want to send him with what Zion been doing down there. He's gonna be doing like Zion.
Well, see, if I'm Memphis, I don't give a damn what he do elsewhere as long as he's gone.
But what I'm saying,
and I'm doing what you saying. You finding a sucker. Hell, Joe Dumars. You know, I'm not calling Joe Dumars a sucker, but I'm just saying he was. You know, if he was crazy enough to give Atlanta unprotected first round pick, which it turned out to be the 8th pick because that's what the Hawks picked. Or Derek Queen. If he was willing to do that, then let's try to sucker him into doing something else. He'll take Ja and give me back somebody like DeJounte Murray.
Right. And to be honest, that may not be a bad place, but I'm not talking about surroundings.
Oh.
New Orleans.
Oh, you talking about the city of New Orleans? So
the city. That you talked about gang banging Memphis. What do you think going to happen in New Orleans?
I mean, I hope so. At some point, he grow up and don't deal with that. But I mean, I don't know where he could go. There's not going to be the city's not going to be an influence on him because I'm not going to say Miami because he go down to Miami. Lord knows what might happen down there in Miami.
Right, that be the same. Now I could see Pat Riley, and Pat Riley want to be like, look, motherfucker, you know how Pat Riley is. Look, we finna go back to the old school way.
Is that a comment at the bottom of your screen?
The Wizards are looking scary for sure. The favorite to win the play-in tournament.
Okay, so he think the Washington Wizards. I can't see exactly who it is that made the comment, but I can only see a little bit of the comment.
Right, I do.
But you think the Wizards are gonna be a play-in team?
I did. They doing something over there now. Experience. It go back to AD. How can he stay healthy? Can Trey stay healthy? Can they get the right head coach over there for everybody to buy in what the head coach trying to say to them? We don't know.
Yeah, I think in 2 years the Wizards will be,
right,
a solid team in the East.
Now with the whole John Morant situation,
I don't know. You can't send him to LA. Well, he ain't going to LA anyway because they got Darius Garland out there,
right?
And with the Clippers,
like I said, Denver,
Utah's not going to take him because they in prime position to get. If they don't get AJ the Bouncer, they still gonna get Darren Peterson. So they in position to get a guard.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, where is he gonna go? Indiana. I'm trying to think of places that's the city is not lit for him to be doing or getting into anything off the court.
Right.
Like Memphis is one of them cities that it seemed like it didn't got to him. It didn't influence him. Then you go cities like Atlanta, which is gonna get to him. Miami is gonna get to him. Houston is gonna get to him. LA is gonna get to him. Even though Chicago need a point guard, they could use one. Indiana is a city that's, Utah is a city where ain't nothing going on. Indiana's a city where it ain't much going on like it is in Atlanta or Miami or Houston or LA. But they got point guard though. They got Halliburton.
Right. That's the biggest problem. If you trade for him, basically you got to have a babysitter.
Yeah, Milwaukee, I don't think Milwaukee's gonna trade for him because that'll put him because remember now, Milwaukee Bucks just hired Taylor Jenkins, who was the former head coach of Memphis Grizzlies, and rumor is it that he got fired from Memphis because Ja Morant didn't like his system and how he was being used. So they fired him at the end of the season, right before the end of the regular season, with about 6 or 7 games left in the regular season.
Yeah,
they fired him, and they was headed into the playoffs without Taylor Jenkins. Mm-hmm. So that won't be a good fit for somewhere like Milwaukee. And Milwaukee is not really a city that's in the same, in the same realm as Atlanta or Houston or Miami or LA or any of these other cities that could give them some outside influence.
I would say Houston, but they got the same problem.
They too lit outside of basketball. It's too much to do in Houston. He could get caught up in that. But this wouldn't even be an issue if none of this stuff was going on off the court with y'all. But you got to consider when somebody getting paid this kind of money, you got to consider this stuff.
You got to consider if they got bad attitude. You got to consider, should I invest in that young man? And I know he got these fucked up ways.
Yeah.
And he will not even look in the mirror and say, you know what, it's my fault. It's my fault.
Yeah. I mean, Cleveland is a city that's not really.
Right. Your daddy trying to be Usher, dog. So your daddy not I'm going to call it like I said, dog. Yes or no?
You call his daddy Usher.
Yeah, Usher number 2.
Usher 2.0.
Yeah. You know how you get something off of Temu?
Mm-hmm.
The bootleg Usher, that's his daddy.
Oh, man.
So, but your daddy not being grown up about the whole situation, he part of the problem too. He don't got no guidance in his life.
I see where you're going.
That the number one problem. You got to have guidance. Like, if I need to know something, I'll be trying to ask you, Ralph, or I'll be trying to ask Josh, or I'll be trying to ask somebody that got something good for themselves.
Well, I would say he got guidance. He got some guidance, but
Who?
I think he got guidance because his dad had helped him get to this point. But I would say that the guidance, I would use a different word. I would say he's been guided to get to this point, to get to the NBA, because his daddy was a part of his life. You know,
Right.
It's not like his daddy was a deadbeat. He was a part of his life, and
Right.
he helped
I'm not
mold
saying
him to get him there. But
right. I'm not
trying
saying
to find, for lack of better words, I'm trying to find another word to say. But
I'm not saying his daddy a deadbeat, but I'm saying his daddy doing too much.
There you go, too much. You know,
it's hard
for Ja to take him serious when he doing
right. And you in the spotlight, you on the front row, acting a damn donkey
about to fight.
To fight Shannon Sharpe. Come on, dog. You got to grow the fuck up. So your son to grow the fuck up. Let's keep it 100. Ja Morant and his daddy didn't grow the fuck up.
I mean, he could go to Brooklyn, but then you in New York, so
right. And once again, you got game bangers.
I think the game banging stuff is damn near everywhere, but
it how you surround yourself. That might be everywhere, but how you carry yourself.
Yeah, he could go to New York and but not to the Knicks now. But when I say New York, I'm not talking about Brooklyn, yeah.
But once again, how you gonna carry yourself?
What about Toronto? Send his ass to Toronto.
Hey, I send him there.
Send his ass out the country.
Yeah,
send him out there.
Hey, he be cold in a motherfucker, but hey,
send him to Toronto. Get what you can get back from Toronto. What you gonna get? The RJ Barrett back?
Yeah, my well.
And whoever else,
Yeah, because to me, I just try to get anything at this point.
Or you get your boy that was with the Knicks. What the hell is his name? He was part of the OG Anunoby trade. Oh, the point guard. Oh, I could see his name. Emmanuel Quickly.
Yeah, at this point, I just try to get anything.
Yeah, and Toronto was a playoff team this year. So, it's not like you going to a team that was,
not in the playoffs.
Yeah, and when I say in the playoffs, they outright made the playoffs. They ain't even have to go through the play-in. So
at this point, I'm a GM on Memphis. I just try to get whatever I can for Ja Morant. Get the fuck out of my team. I'm tired of looking at your black ass.
Yeah, I think they done already pretty much moved off Ja. He physically still in Memphis on the team, but I think they done already pretty much moved off of Ja. It's just he just in Memphis still right now, but mentally they've already off Ja. It's just physically he's still there.
Done with you. Another sucker gonna get you, and maybe that did help you mentally. Your mind fucked up.
Yeah, you gotta.
Your shoe deal got dropped.
They did.
Huh?
He got dropped from Nike. I didn't know he got dropped from Nike. I thought it just recently came out.
That's what I've been hearing.
Oh, I thought he had just recently released some shoes.
No, that's what I heard a while back.
No.
So,
but another team that was tanking, and that didn't even get the pick as high as they thought they was gonna pick was the Sacramento Kings. They at 7. They'll pick ahead of the Hawks.
Yeah, but once again, who the head coach is?
Doug Christie.
Once again, who the head coach is?
I mean, Doug Christie out there, but
he been.
And Sacramento, pretty much from what I'm reading, is they're gonna stick with him. They're not in the head coaching search. They
okay.
They cool with Doug Christie.
So, ain't that the oldest team in the NBA?
Who? The Sacramento Kings?
Yeah.
I don't think the Sacramento Kings is the oldest team.
I thought or was it the Clippers?
The Clippers was one of the oldest teams. The Clippers was, yeah.
I sent them out there.
Who? Ja
Morant.
to Sacramento.
Yeah.
That'll
Think
be a
about it.
that'll be a good fit. I mean, a good as far as you getting rid of him and then sending him somewhere that could use him.
Right. Think
And
about
so
it. Westbrook finna retire.
De'Aaron Fox gone. He in Sacramento. I mean, he in
Right.
San Antonio.
You got a young man that need the guidance with Derek Christie to give him, to help him out, and you on another team.
Yeah, I mean, send him to Sacramento. They the only thing about Sacramento is Sacramento got a lot of bad contracts they need to get off of.
Right.
They need to get off Zach LaVine. You know, I don't know. I'm not sure what they're gonna do with DeMar DeRozan. You know, I don't think Russell Westbrook is retired. Then you got Sabonis. So then you got Malik Monk still out there. So
I like
I mean,
Sabonis.
what you if you Sacramento, what are you giving up to get Ja? You sending them, and what else? Because you can't take Ja. You gonna have to give off some money to put Ja money on the books. You want to give off some. Get off some.
I give up.
You have to give up Zach LaVine. His money got to go. I mean, he got a bad contract that Sacramento was trying to or trying to find a way to move. And if you're trying to bring in Ja, that would be one option to get rid of it for salary matching purposes.
Yeah, he gone. I trade him to Memphis. He another one. He need to get his shit together. I'm sorry. I just got called it like I said. I mean, if your mind fucked up, you need to get traded. If you're not producing like you used to, then you need to look in the mirror.
You said the Kings fucking suck. They do. They do. I mean, if you look at the Kings, you can't even put your finger and pinpoint what direction they trying to go in. You know, most teams when they do a rebuild, you can be like, okay, I see what they doing. They shredding salary. They got a top draft pick. They got one young player already, and they trying to bring. So I mean, you can see that, but Sacramento, you can't see what the hell they going, what direction they going in. They all over the damn place.
Well, who the owner and GM?
I don't know who the owner is, but
and do they care about making money or do they care about winning games?
I'm about to tell you now who the GM is. Scott Perry, that's his name.
Scott Perry.
Yep, he only been there a year.
So who did he draft last year?
Sacramento. Shit, who did they draft last year? Because they traded one of their guys to Cleveland at the deadline, and they got DeAndre Hunter back.
What? The owner game from the Warriors.
Maxim Raynut. They took him with the 42nd pick. So that tells me they didn't have a first round pick.
So once again, we're gonna see what they do. But if
you're the Sacramento Kings, you gotta do something, bro.
You gotta put butt in seats. I'm sorry. Ja Morant. Yeah.
So you go, even if you do the deal, you're gonna have to get rid of Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine is $40-something million contract.
What?
That's got to go. That was. I mean, it's turning into a bad contract. So Sacramento got to move him off the books. And if they making a play for Ja, that's definitely gonna be the one player that's at the top of the list. That's gonna be in the deal.
Yeah.
You know, and if you Memphis, you probably would take that because. You know, Zach LaVine, you're not offering Zach LaVine that kind of money again.
Right.
So once Zach LaVine is off the books, you know, you could probably turn that expiring contract into something if you Memphis. That's how I'm thinking as a rebuilding team. And then, you know,
but basically, okay, look at how many seats they set out this past season.
Talking about the Sacramento Kings?
Yeah.
How many sellouts did they have this season?
Yeah. The stadium.
Hold on, let me see. Let me see. I know they ain't have many. If they did, it was because they was there looking at the other team.
Right.
Let me see what it say. It ain't.
Right now you trying to fill those seats.
So it didn't give me the exact number, but it said that, you know, they was 22-60 this season, 60
Okay.
damn losses. They were
So,
28th in the league in attendance. So out of
so
30 teams, they were 28th.
all right, so you get John Morant over there, that'd be what, 35?
I mean, if you do get Ja, I don't expect you, you know, to start
Be-
selling out. You know what I'm
be-
saying?
No, it's gonna set up.
Ja,
Because
I don't
why?
think.
A new guy over there, he brings excitement. What they been missing.
But I think the only way they start selling out is if Ja go over there and they start winning. If Ja goes to the Sacramento Kings and the Sacramento Kings start looking like the Charlotte Hornets this season, then they can start selling out some games. Because you start the Charlotte Hornets attendance go up, and they had a pretty big attendance this season once they started winning. So if Ja goes to Sacramento and the Sacramento Kings this upcoming season starts to look like the Charlotte Hornets did this past season, then I could see what you're saying about them starting to sell out some seats. But if they go over there and they looking damn near a couple games better than what they were this year, hell no. It's gonna be the same. They're gonna go from 28 to 26 in attendance. They might slide up 2 spots, you know.
I mean, but you gotta think about it. If John Morant go over there before he get there, be like, look, this my last chance to get my shit together. If somebody around him got to be an OG, be like, look, this had that talk with him.
I said the owner came from who? The Warriors organization. I can only see part of it. That's why I'm just guessing what they say. It was the last comment made.
The owner came from
the Warriors organization.
The Warriors.
Oh well, shit.
I mean, they're all good and stuff, but till they be the man and do it themselves.
Let me look at the roster that they have, because they got some people that they need to get rid of.
They got a lot of people that need to get rid of.
I want to see the full roster, because I'm leaving out some people that I know that's on the roster that I just.
Shit, I would take that bit, man. I know that.
Sabonis.
Hell yeah. You put him in Atlanta?
I know DeMar DeRozan is over there. Sabonis is over there. You know, Russell Westbrook, who we mentioned, Zach LaVine, we mentioned. The big center they took last year, Maxim Rayner, Keegan Murray over there. I forgot about him. Malik Monk still there. Precious Achiuwa there. Devin Carter there. DeAndre Hunter, like I said, he came over there as part of the Cleveland Cavaliers trade this summer.
Yeah.
I mean, this season. Killian Hayes over there. Yeah. So, you know, they're going to have to get rid of a couple of them guys at the top, like DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Malik Monk. And, you know, they've been hurt. And they've been hurt.
More definitely.
So maybe if you trade for Ja, at least you got a center there in Sabonis. Right. There's not just a big center. He's a center that can actually score the ball too.
Right.
So, you know, and if you keep Russell Westbrook, he'll be, you know, back up.
Now it's been rumored that he's gonna retire. I don't know how true that is, but they've been talking about he might be retiring.
Who?
Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook.
Yep.
Yeah, and everybody else over there is pretty much bench guys.
Right.
Old guys coming off the bench.
But that's what I would do. I would send John Morant off somewhere. I would like, look, they give me whatever. I don't care at this point.
Yeah, you got Atlanta at 8, Dallas at 9, OKC Thunder got the 12 pick. The Warriors sitting at 11. Do you think the Warriors move that pick? Because it say they now, they Steve Kerr's back.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I don't know why.
I don't know why the hell either. Steve Kerr's back, but he's back. You know, the owner said they still trying to build a team with Steph being the focal point.
That's my biggest issue with the whole situation.
In Golden State.
Why you gonna bring this man back and he don't make the rookies better? Who do he make better as a rookie?
And see, that's the point I'm getting at. They have the 11 pick.
Yeah.
So if Kerr is not really playing and developing young guys like that, then why the hell are you keeping that pick? Why not trade that pick to get a veteran? Why not package that pick? And I hate to say this because Jimmy Butler coming off an injury, and he was brought over there to be somebody that helped the team moving forward to try to get back to the promised land. But why not try to package that, pick up Jimmy Butler and try to get you another star player in there? And first of all, you gotta try to get off Draymond, because I agree with Charles Barkley. It's over. It's over for Golden State, man.
Yeah, it's over for Draymond, and he know it.
It's over for Golden State.
Right. But I'd rather stick with Steph than Draymond.
And most definitely. They if they had to choose, they definitely gonna choose Steph Curry over Draymond.
Right, because Draymond, you get in way too much shit and you cannot get out of. You having problems with everybody. Yeah. Everybody. You calling out ex-NBA players. No, you're not that guy. You average 9 points. 9. Man, you to get that in right now.
Yeah, I don't understand what the hell Golden State is doing. Bringing Steve Kerr back. I understand you being loyal to Steph and all this, and I get it, because he's the best player you didn't had in franchise history. And he's still playing, at a high level. But at some point, you got to understand and recognize that it's over.
Right.
It's over. Regardless of what they do, it's over. It's over. They're not winning nothing. You know what I mean? It's
right.
It's over.
You got to get younger at this point.
You moved off Clay, and it's over. So then the guy you brought in Jimmy Butler, he gets hurt. He tore his ACL. So
I think so.
I think it was his ACL, but
you don't know how he's going to bounce back. He older.
Yeah, it's over.
So it's like, what you going to do?
Why the hell they ain't tried to move Draymond? Is what I don't.
Do anybody want to take on that headache again?
I don't know. Like you said, Ron, find a sucker, get him the hell on. I don't care who the sucker is. Just get him the hell on.
I would call the Blazers. Hey, Blazers or Clippers. Hey,
the Blazers probably don't want that shit. Hell, the Blazers was in the playoffs this year.
Right. I just saying, I've been trying to find a sucker somewhere.
Portland was actually in the playoffs this year. Yeah. Golden State wasn't. So,
or hey, the Rockets or Phoenix.
Anyway, I mean, you ain't gonna get much out of Phoenix because Phoenix don't have picks.
Or Memphis.
I mean, I don't know where you send Draymond. It's.
I mean,
I think they should have already. Figured that out, because, the last time they were in the finals, they had Jordan Poole. That's the last time they won.
Right.
So, he punched the shit out of Jordan Poole. Right. So he cost you one young player that was actually producing and playing for you, in which you said that's the problem with young players in the Golden State system. And Jordan Poole was the one that was actually producing, whether he was coming off the bench or in the starting lineup. He produced.
Then Kuminga produced, but you got rid of him.
Yeah, and you brought in Porzingis, who really ain't done nothing for you.
Right. So,
I think they just stuck. They think they still got it to win when they don't. So
but that the problem.
they just stuck in their ways because I mean
That the
it's
problem.
hard to get out of that mode when you've been a dynasty team like that, and
But
you can't come to terms and can't come to the fact and realization that it's over. This is
but
what
you
happens.
got
You can't come to the
but you
realization
got
that
to
it's over.
think about it. Can any of they guys keep up with the young guys in the NBA right now?
I mean, Steph still it can run guys, run them to death off of screens,
But
and
you
you
gonna
know,
run him to the ground till his ankles be popping again.
um, I
I
mean,
hate to say that. You don't got nobody else to do what he do on that team. Yes or no?
you don't.
So you gonna use this man up to the point that he be like, you know what, fuck this shit.
I guess they banking on Jimmy Butler coming back,
But
being 100%, and
you don't know when he will come back. This not the Jimmy Butler old. 5 years ago, this the Jimmy Butler from last year.
yeah,
That be different if they were from 5 years ago, 10 years ago, Jimmy Butler. It just happened last year. And he getting older. Like Charles Barkley said, y'all all getting older over there. Y'all not going to win no more.
y'all not each year they go by, you're not getting younger, you're getting older.
Right. You're not getting younger. You getting older.
Yeah,
Your body don't hear the same.
They not winning nothing over there. They not. OKC Thunder 12 pick, Miami 13 pick, Charlotte Hornets 14 pick. It's crazy how OKC is still eating off of Paul George trade. I mean, my damn.
Yeah, search or somewhere. What did he do in the playoffs? No.
Paul George.
Yeah.
The same thing me and you doing right now, talking.
Right, on the couch.
Just talking.
I told you, you already found search or somewhere.
And speaking of Paul George in the playoffs, what you think about, because Victor Wembanyama, the series tied at 2, Minnesota, San Antonio tied at 2 games apiece. Victor Wembanyama elbowed the hell out of Naz Reid, and he did not get any further action other than being ejected from the game last night. He didn't get no suspension, no fine. I didn't see he got none of that, and he'll be available to play for game 5.
First of all, if you look at how long you been watching basketball?
For a while, a long time.
Everybody that elbowed somebody gets suspended the next game, right? Yes or no?
They do. Because was that a playoff game when Meta World Peace elbowed the hell out of James Harden in the back behind his ear? That was a playoff game. So. Okay, in Meta World Peace, aka Ron Harper, not Ron Harper, but goddamn Ron Artest. Yeah, right. I'm thinking about Alan Harper, but Ron Artest.
I think he should get suspended.
I thought he should have got suspended too.
Because what they showing him, it's okay he to do that. Yeah. They're not okay. They're not okay. I don't care how you get frustrated, play better. Play better.
It's something you got to deal with and battle on your own. You learn from it. Get better.
I don't know if y'all saw the comment from JD.
I seen what it say.
Okay, it says, "Bro, I'm born and raised in Sac. They fumble the bag every year. Oh. Kings need to be a G League team."
Damn.
Yeah, he was talking bad about
what Kevin Hart said. Damn.
Yeah. He said the organization is terrible. Trade the owner. He's a bum.
See,
a bum owner.
what I said a while back, it start at the top. Did I say that?
So would JD would you take Ja Morant in a trade if that meant that you could get? I'm not sure if he's a Sacramento Kings fan or not, but since he out there, I'm just gonna say, would he trade if he was Sacramento? Would he trade for Ja Morant if that means that the Sacramento Kings can get off of Zach LaVine? I'm curious to know.
I would, just for the hell of it.
Just to get off Zach LaVine?
Huh?
Just to get off Zach LaVine?
Yeah. No, what he done lately?
Shit, hell, not really nothing since winning the slam dunk contest.
Right. So why keep all these bums on the team?
Man, I'm not saying Zach LaVine can't play. He can play, but he's just not.
Mentally, he fucked up. That's what I mean. If you had not did shit in 2 years, why would I keep you on that team?
I mean, because you ain't no takers. That's what I'm saying. If you could trade for Ja just to get off of Zach LaVine, and Ja might not even be a guy you necessarily want, but if you want to get off Zach LaVine that bad and you trying to match up some salary to make that happen, then
that's what I would do. I mean, I'm sorry. That if I'm a GM, you've been on that team and you had not produced in 2 years, 3 years, why would I keep you on that team?
Only if nobody wants you. You ain't got no choice.
I would tell you stay at home then. Don't even show up. I'm dead serious, dog. Stay at home.
So what's crazy about the playoffs is like you got a team like OKC who play the Lakers tonight. They're on the verge of sweeping them. They up 3-0. And the next round they will face the winner between Minnesota and San Antonio in the Eastern Conference Finals. That'll be the Eastern Conference Final matchup. Yes. If I'm not mistaken, San Antonio beat OKC 3 times in the regular season, right?
I think so.
So that's the one team that could actually give OKC some problems because of how well they played in the regular season. But hell, San Antonio is thugging it out and battling it out, catching hit with Minnesota.
But once again, San Antonio though got nobody for Ant-Man.
I mean, I guess if you look at Ant-Man, you just play collective team defense on him. It's no one man that you could just put on him that's gonna stop Ant-Man. So you just gotta play collective defense as a team.
But what I mean, if you say you need a bucket, who will you go to on your team?
Hey, hold on, Ron. JD said in order for the Kings to get good, they have to trade for a star who needs a fresh start, just like how they got Weber.
That Ja Morant. He need a fresh start.
And then you can get off of Zach LaVine's contract in the same motion, the same time.
Y'all getting a face of a franchise. But the face of the franchise got some mental issues.
And remember now, he said we good in the West. So apparently he don't mind playing in the West because he said that's what he was good at.
Right. So that let me know I send you to the Kings. Give me whatever.
They gonna throw you Zach LaVine. Now Memphis is not gonna be on Zach LaVine long term, but it only makes sense for him to be.
He said, and learn how to retain their young players, build around the star who needs that fresh start.
Right. That's Ja Morant. He need a fresh start.
Yeah, I don't know how the hell they go from lighting the beam to 28th in attendance.
Right, to not doing nothing.
To winning 22 games in a season and having the 7th pick in the draft. I mean, boy, what a turnaround. Mike Brown won Coach of the Year while he was in Sacramento, if I'm not mistaken. And
he did.
And now you can't. I don't even know if they like the bean no more. They just walk right past the bean.
Fuck that damn bean.
Yeah, fuck that damn bean. We walk right past.
He said, but remember they chose Fox over Halliburton.
I mean,
Yeah, they did. They did.
But
You
Fox
know.
with San Antonio now.
Yeah, he they did. So I mean, which would you rather have, De'Aaron Fox or Halliburton? At the time, I'm saying.
I'd rather have Fox.
At the
Hey,
time,
he said the beam don't get lit too often anymore, bro.
you know what I'm saying?
See what we saying?
I didn't even know them. I didn't even know them niggas was lighting the beam until
They were
Mike Brown
lighting
got
that
there.
damn beam that my cousin live out there. Shout out to my cousin. He was like, run, they're like the month.
Is that something they was doing when Mike Brown was there, or that was just something they were doing prior to that? Because I didn't know they was lighting the beam until Mike Brown got there.
I think that's how Mike Brown got the job that he got now.
So prior to Mike Brown being the coach in Sacramento, they was not lighting the beam.
They were not doing shit out there. Nothing.
So they wasn't even lighting the beam or doing none of that when they had they wasn't winning when they was with Boogie. But
no,
I'm being honest, and this ain't no bullshit, Ron. I did not know about lighting the beam until they started winning games with Mike Brown.
Well, my cousin, OG, Josh Noah, my cousin, like, these motherfucking lighting the beam. I like, what the fuck is lighting the beam is? He was like, they press a button and the shit go up.
Yeah, it's like the Batman.
Right,
thing.
like the Sentinel and shit.
Yeah, at the time it was Fox, but yet you didn't have the foresight to see the potential of a lottery pick in Halliburton, and that was a whole nother GM than what you got right now. And he said the beam is almost 3 years old at the most.
Okay, so that's new. I was gonna say I had never heard of Sacramento lighting the beam.
They were lighting the beam out there.
When they went back and forth with us in that playoff series, they was lighting the beam in.
They
when they got famous.
Okay, that's the only time I heard about it is when y'all went 7 games with them.
I was like, what the fuck is lighting the beam is? Then
it's not that. It's not that old.
It's like a Batman Sentinel they put in the sky or something.
I didn't know.
He said it's like the one light that's in Vegas where they can see from space. They just shoot straight up in the air.
Yeah. It's nice though, but once again, y'all need. If I were y'all, I would try and get Ja Morant right now. Now.
So you bring in Ja, and then what?
He said, "Yeah, the Kings took the Warriors to 7 games. That's when old boy got a town stomped on. Oh yeah, a town stomped. That's when Draymond stomped on your boy Sabonis
on his chest. Yeah. I mean, that need to do something. That need some fresh energy.
So if Jaylen Brown wants his own team, would you Sacramento Kings give them whatever to get him, to try to get Jaylen Brown? I mean, if Jaylen Brown wants his own team, it's going to have to be a team like Sacramento.
Yeah, he said he ain't a Kings fan though.
You know what?
He a Suns fan. JD is.
JD. You're a Phoenix Suns fan. So would you
just live in Sacramento?
As a Phoenix Suns fan, would he take a point guard and get rid of Jalen Green or Devin Booker? Because I think both of them playing out of position. They got them both switching back and forth running point.
This the problem with Jaylen Brown. He wants to come home
to Atlanta. But what are we gonna trade to get Jaylen Brown?
I would trade the number 8 pick.
You gonna need more than that. You got to match salary.
I would trade CJ.
CJ McCollum is not on the contract. He's a free agent.
Can you do a sign and trade?
You can, but you got to think too. Why would Boston want to sign CJ McCollum?
Who else you got over there? That Taylor, you don't know how this injury gonna affect him in the long run.
So you got Jaylen Brown, who this past season made $53 million. right?
Right.
Next season he's due 57 million. The season
Right.
after that he's due 61, and then the final season, which is 28-29, he's due 64, almost 65 million a year. So
Yeah, that's what
He
JD said. Kevin Johnson from his block, and they went to the same high school. He said, "Yeah, you trading for 350 million contracts as well."
right. The problem is Jalen
A lot of
Brown
money.
told you. Jalen Brown told you what you want to hear, but you ignoring it. He said this was the best season of my what?
in my career, it's his best season he had.
Okay, so who was not there?
Tatum wasn't there, so he's telling you that he want to be.
He said,
the
"Yes,
guy.
you have to give him the whole trap house in order to
Right.
bring Jalen to Sacramento, though."
Yeah, that's
Right.
what I'm saying. Yeah,
He
you-
telling you he want his own team without telling you.
yeah. And to be honest with you, if you looking at and I'm just throwing these two teams out there because we on the subject of talking about them, the Sacramento Kings and the Atlanta Hawks. When you talk about Jalen Brown, to be honest with you, the Sacramento Kings will probably have a better chance to get him
Yeah.
than the Atlanta Hawks,
Yeah.
because I don't think the Atlanta Hawks is moving. They're not moving Jalen Johnson. But if you are the Sacramento Kings, you have contracts over there
Right.
that you could put together that will bring you back Jalen Brown.
But will he
But
go
Atlanta
for
don't.
it? Will he go for it?
If he want, if any,
Yeah, he said he
Yeah.
played 65 games without Tatum. Of course, it was his best season ever.
Right.
yeah. So
He-
I just don't think Atlanta's going to pull the trigger on
Right, me either.
trying to get Jalen Brown, because
The
they don't
problem
have.
is Jalen Brown telling the whole world he want his own team, and I'm saying I want my own team. The Tatum still there. They're not gonna trade Tatum.
Nah. So he's pretty much saying trade me because I want to go somewhere
Right,
and get my
trade
own
me.
man.
I want my own team. I show y'all what I could do, and y'all don't got no respect for me.
You want your own team, trade him to Brooklyn.
You don't got no choice.
But then again, what do Brooklyn got outside of Michael Porter Jr.?
Shit,
You know,
they got
and-
draft
and-
pick.
and Nick Claxton? I know, but I'm saying, like, with Jalen Brown making $60 million a year, you got to have some salary to get close to that. You know what I mean? You just can't trade $60 million away for just draft picks.
Right.
You know, you got to trade. You got to put some. And that's why I was making about Sacramento. They got
Right.
Zach LaVine contract over there. I'm not saying Boston is dying to have Zach LaVine, but he's going to have to be a part of that because Zach LaVine has got a big contract. So that would
Right.
help close the gap on
Right.
the contracts between.
And he
Atlanta
said
is-
about Atlanta, he said Atlanta's a playoff team. They shouldn't gut their team in order to obtain him, just like the Suns did after losing in the championship to the Bucks. They got their team to go ahead and get Durant.
Yeah, I don't think Atlanta's going to gut the team.
Me
And like I said, I don't think Atlanta has enough assets in contracts to match, in a trade to send him to
Right.
Boston anyway.
Now,
You know,
if he come out saying, "Hey, I want to go to Atlanta,"
now, what would have worked if Trae Young had still been in Atlanta? You could have
Right.
used a trade package centered around Trae Young and his contract to
right,
move Jalen Brown. That would have filled in. That would have gave them a scoring point guard,
right,
with Tatum. And then I think Boston played team defense enough. He kind of would have
He
covered up.
asking is Levine and DeRozan's contracts expiring soon.
Zach LaVine, I don't think Zach LaVine.
I don't think so. But if I'm
Hold on.
there, I'm trying my best to get off of those contracts ASAP. I'm sorry.
Zach
Those
LaVine
contracts.
contract is Zach LaVine has a player option for this season, which is at 48, almost $49 million a year. So he's picking up that player option. He's not going to decline that because he's not getting that nowhere else. So he's going to play out, in my opinion, he's going to play out this year and pick up that $49 million option.
He
You
said,
know.
I'm not no sucker.
Yeah, he know he ain't getting that nowhere else.
Right.
And
He
as far as
said,
DeMar
don't nobody
DeRozan.
want to pay me that kind of money. Y'all sucker.
So
Well,
that's what that's a contract that I would use in leverage because that's an expiring contract.
Right.
So that's I would use that to as leverage to get rid of him. You said DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan is DeMar DeRozan is going to be in. This is his last season too in his contract at 25.7.
I would like to see DeRozan on championship.
So DeRozan and Zach LaVine are both on expiring contracts this upcoming season.
Yeah, he said LaVine is a sign and trade candidate with that player option.
Yeah, I will use that as leverage to get something back and get off of that, contract this season.
But Brown telling the whole world he won't do it. And Stephen A. Smith, when they were talking about it, he was like, well, how this your best year? Well, I did not have to depend on Taylor. I showing y'all I'm Batman. I don't got to depend on Robin.
He said, yeah, they both got them expiring contracts, so they got action to shake some stuff up.
Now I can see a contending team at the trade deadline trade for DeMar DeRozan and bring him off the bench.
I could see that too. But the problem is who?
Hopefully not the Warriors.
I mean, we got to see what team at that point is looking like they're gonna be a team to make a deep playoff run. We don't know at that point. And like I said, I'm not saying they're gonna trade for him to put him in the starting lineup, but trade for him and bring him off the bench because you know half of that $25 million to be paid because the trade deadline is halfway through the season. So half of that 20. So it really a team will only have to owe him half of that be 12.5, 13 million.
Yeah,
to come off the bench, and after the season, if it don't work, you're not tied to him long term.
You pay half. Go your separate way.
Right. Yeah. And if it work, it work. If it don't, you ain't tied up to it. So I can see a contending team at the trade deadline making a move for him to bring him off the bench as a sixth man for them in the playoffs.
I mean, he's there to get you 20 points.
Yeah. But I don't think if he come off the bench, he ain't gonna average that. After he come off the bench, like probably around 14.
Yeah, 14, 15.
Yeah,
if he could get you more than 10, that's a good deal.
Right. So
at least 10, he got to get you at least 10 off the bench.
Right.
But JB,
if he's the sixth man coming off the bench.
Yeah, I don't think Phoenix is gonna be in position.
Houston.
Jaren Jackson got traded to Utah.
Yeah, he gone.
Yeah, he going to Utah.
Houston could use him.
Houston need a point guard, which the loss for them was Fred VanVleet. So he'll be back.
They got a point guard. They just need somebody else. You cannot depend on Kevin Durant like that. He's not no leader.
Hey, they was talking about they should have got just CP3 just to run that point for him.
I brought that up. Did I say somebody?
That was you who said that.
Yeah, I heard somebody last week.
Yeah, they should just sign him for the end of the season. Yeah. Just to get through the season.
Damn, I don't know that.
The Jazz got the second overall pick in the upcoming draft.
What pick? Yeah.
Yeah, the Warriors got that 11th pick ain't gonna do nothing for the Warriors.
The Warriors got a pick where the Warriors is not trying to use that pick on another player. The Warriors are trying to use that pick. They trying to use that. They trying to trade that pick and get another star player in there so they could supposedly try to keep this thing, keep it moving in Golden State.
And he said that's the Suns' only key problem. They don't have a real point guard. Shout out CP3.
Well, they got a real point guard, but he got injured.
So shout out Danny Ainge.
But see, the thing I was saying was the Phoenix Suns, they got two shooting guards.
Right.
But they playing them like point guards. So would you trade one of either Devin Booker or Jalen Green to get a point guard? Let's just say you trade let's just say you trade Jalen Green to Memphis straight up for Ja Morant. Ja Morant is now your point, Devin Booker your two, and you got what the hell is his name? He played in Memphis with Ja.
You talk about the light skin motherfucker.
Yeah. For some reason, my brain just went.
I know who you talk about.
Who you talking about?
The light skin dude, the one that talk shit. when he
Oh, the
was
boy
with,
Brooks.
Yeah,
yeah.
Brooks. Yeah, so
But,
that'll be your 1, 2, 3.
but the problem is, I would not trade Booker because he's the face of your franchise.
Okay, so you trade Jalen Green straight
He
Yeah, he
up.
said
trade
sacks, Ralph. They ain't had a point guard since CP3.
You trade Jalen Green straight up for Ja Morant. So Ja Morant will be your point. Devin Booker could go back to playing his natural 2, and then
right,
you got Dylan Brooks at the 3. And
but
you just drafted a big man out of Duke last year.
right. But the
So
problem
and
is
Mark
with
Williams will be
I
a
think they
free
both
agent.
need the ball though, don't you think? I think Ja need the ball to be
I
effective.
I think that they play off of each other.
You think they can play off each other like Westbrook and Harden did?
Yeah.
The only thing about Ja is he got to get in the gym and he got to up his 3-point
Right.
shooting.
You got to
You
get
can't
in that gym.
you can't live your whole career off of driving to the basket
Right.
and making
Because
highlight reel dunks. You got to at
right,
least work on your mid range, get it better.
right.
You
You got to
definitely got
work
to get
on
your
your
3-point percentage up.
jumpers, your 3-pointers. You when your knees go, what else you gonna have to fall back on?
Or if they want a less, athletic highlight reel point guard, I mean, I thought they was gonna try to get in on DeJounte Murray. That's a guy who won't step on nobody's toes. He'll
Right.
facilitate point guard. They can play defense.
But
So
also, I could see that.
then you look at a situation where if you Portland, I mean, they got guards up there. They got too many damn guards. They got Scoot Henderson. They got Shaden Sharp up there. They still got Drew Holiday still up there. They brought Dame Lillard back.
Yeah, to be honest, I would go get Drew Holiday.
What you gonna trade for Drew Holiday? And to me, and to be honest with you, Jeremy Grant is another contract that Portland may be looking to move.
Jeremy Grant not that bad, but
Drew Holiday, but his contract though.
Right. But Drew Holiday not that bad either. He just trying to find somewhere that he fit in at.
It's gonna be teams in the market for Drew Holiday this summer. I'm telling
you. A lot.
Jeremy Grant contract is Jeremy Grant has 2 more years. He has this upcoming season for $34.2 million, and then the following season he has a player option for $36.5 million.
Fox, Holiday.
Yeah, you could.
He said Holiday's underrated, Ron.
Phoenix could definitely use Drew Holiday.
More definitely. What he did, don't nobody get him his props.
Yeah, they can definitely use Drew Holiday.
Right.
This point guards out there they can trade to get.
You put him over there with Phoenix.
Drew Holiday.
You coach him with Fish Grease now.
Yeah, I mean
you got somebody to do plays and everything. Hey, go over there, stand in the corner. Go over there, and on Booker, you to go back to the 2. You got your point guard.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't think DeJounte Murray is a bad option because they got the New Orleans Pelicans got Jeremiah Fears.
Right, so, he's not a bad option either. He just did not work with us.
Yeah, because he him and Trey was basically the same player in the same position. Right. Not the same player because he was a better defender, but I'm saying they played the same position.
Right.
To me, Devin Booker is not a point guard. I don't understand why teams take guys later on in their career and try to transition them to a bigger role instead of
save money.
But I mean, you're not saving no money though. You know what I'm saying? Just go and get a point guard instead of paying. It just don't make sense to me to pay a guy $40-50 million a year to play him out of position that made him look like the $40 or $50 million a year guy that you paid him to be.
Once again, till he say anything, till he go to the owner, hey player, I don't want to be here no more. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all doing. He will be right there where he at till he say that. Speak up or tell his agent, go to the front office. I don't want to be here no more. He's gonna be right there in Phoenix, not winning nothing. That's it.
So I'm. That's to me. That's what Phoenix is missing, a point guard.
Right.
And they don't have the picks to really go and they gotta use Jalen Green as trade bait to get a point guard.
It's sad because he's nice too.
Yeah.
But
I mean, they made the play in, so
yeah, but
with that, but you know, Portland was too much.
Right. Portland, like shit, we finna dust y'all ass off.
Yeah, Portland was a little bit too much for them. So
right, they could not step at that. Portland, like, oh yeah. So y'all ready for this?
So now that you look at, you know, the landscape of the playoffs, you got LA on the verge of getting swept. And so they got a lot they're gonna have to get situated this offseason. If they get swept, which I mean they down 0-3, they're not coming back winning this series. Even if they get a game, they're still not coming back and winning this series. OKC gonna go ahead and dust them off. But like I said, it's crazy because OKC had problems with San Antonio in the regular season. If I'm not mistaken, San Antonio beat them 3 times in the regular season. But San Antonio is in a battle with Minnesota.
That's why I said I don't think San Antonio will beat Minnesota. You having a hard time with the backups.
And we all know why Victor Wembanyama didn't get a suspension after the elbow and Nas Reed in the side of the face, the side of the head. They don't want that to be the deciding factor in this series.
But
it's a tight series. It's tied 2-2. It's a tight series. They don't want that to be the deciding factor. Even though it should be, because you elbow a man inside the face, I don't give a damn who you is. You should get a game suspension for that.
You don't keep the man. You don't let the man play the next game, because if you look at everybody in the past that did the same thing, they got suspended.
And
Draymond Green,
right?
Ron Artest. Who else?
That got into a fight and got
into a fight, elbowed somebody.
Oh well, I saw you talking about playoffs or just period?
Playoffs.
Oh, playoffs. What you said, Ron Artest?
Draymond Green, where he hit LeBron in the Jews.
Was that a playoff game when Draymond stomped on Sabonis? That was playoff game.
Josh.
He said he on the phone.
I don't know, but he got suspended for it.
Yeah, so they don't want to suspend Victor Wembanyama because he's one of them young.
Well,
that people want to see in the playoffs. But to counter that, if I'm Minnesota, what I'm doing is at some point during the game, you know, preferably before halftime, what I'm doing is I'm taking one of my guys off the bench that I don't use that much. Right. That's a big man, and I'm gonna put him on Victor Wembanyama, and I want him to just get up under his skin, and to the point where Victor Wembanyama put his hands on him. I want you to swing on him and force him to swing back on you. That way, he ain't got no choice but to get ejected, not only for the game, but get a game suspension. Because people were saying that Victor Wembanyama didn't get suspension because he doesn't have a history of that. But now that you just got off of beat this suspension, and now that you get into a fist fight, because I'll make him get into a fist fight just to get his ass out the game. Not just ejected from that game, but also I would make it a brawl.
I'll be like, Coach, don't even run no plays for me.
I'm talking about I would turn it into a brawl.
Me too.
I would if I can reach out, grab him by his neck, I swear I'll turn that shit into a brawl just so he can brawl back and get a game suspension.
The man weigh a buck 25? Second wet.
You can tell he's getting up under his skin.
Yeah. He cannot do nothing. me, Dennis, and David were talking about that. When it get to the playoffs, it be a different monster. And David, like, he a San Antonio fan. Oh, we gonna beat everybody. We not afraid of nobody. I said, oh, really?
Yeah.
And I told him, Wembley's not ready for the playoffs. It's different.
Yeah, he getting a taste of it.
Right. You cannot hang with Minnesota. How you gonna hang with Oklahoma?
Yeah. So if I'm not mistaken, ain't this the Timberwolves' third time? And will be the third time in the Western Conference Finals if they get past San Antonio, because they played OKC last year, and then the year before that, who was it? Who did they play in the Western Conference Finals one year? It wasn't Denver, was it? Denver. Yeah. So this will be their third time in the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, they're ready now.
So I mean, that could be another team that look at the add Ja, possibly.
Yeah. And you don't want they to add Ja. You think Ant-Man is a problem? You add Ja Morant over there?
Or they could be looking at a guy that's a little bit less of a scorer that brings more defense and more facilitating. If you look at a guy like, Drew Holiday, they can somehow try to get a Drew Holiday over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That would fit too. That's an NBA. He's an NBA champion. So
right, he got the experience. All you need people on your team that got experience in the playoffs.
I mean, Ja got experience in the playoff too, but at least Drew Holiday is an NBA champion.
Right.
He's been all the way to the promised land.
Right. He knows what it takes to get there. He did teach other young guys. Look, I've been there. I got me a ring. Y'all don't got shit.
I got a ring in Milwaukee, and I got a ring in Boston.
I got 2 rings. What y'all got? Y'all did it y'all way. Now doing my way now.
So that's something that Minnesota could look at. But if you're looking at teams like, I think the series is even now with Cleveland and Cleveland and 2-2 Cleveland and Detroit. If you the Cleveland Cavs and you don't get out of this round, is it time to blow it up?
Yes.
So who you move? Donovan Mitchell, because his name has been hot amongst.
I'm moving him. I'm moving James Harden. I'm moving the big man got the afro.
Jared Allen.
I'm moving everybody.
So I don't know who do you pick to stay, or you just completely blow it up, because to me it just looked like Evan Mobley hasn't taken that next step like everybody thought he was gonna take.
Right. I blow it up. I'm sorry. And y'all cannot say y'all been injured. Y'all can't say that. Y'all healthy. I will blow this shit up.
They made a couple moves at the deadline. They brought in Schroeder.
Right.
And then they traded away DeAndre Hunter and brought what's the guy, Ellis from Sacramento back over there.
I will blow this shit up. I will blowing up. If Detroit Pistons beat the Cavs, it's 2-1.
It's 2-1 right now.
Let me see.
Because I think they playing tonight.
Yeah, they're playing right now. It's 2-1. Detroit winning.
Oh, Detroit up 2-1 in the series. Okay, I thought it was tied 2-2.
No, Detroit up.
Yeah,
if the Cavs lose this, I will blow the whole shit up. I'm sorry, because the point guard cannot say he a superstar. He cannot say he better than LeBron, and you have not done shit like LeBron done with the Cavs.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. If you Cleveland, you blow it up, because
you got
first of all, the Pistons shouldn't even. Well, I ain't gonna say shouldn't be here, but You lost to a team that came from behind from a 3-1 deficit to come back and beat Orlando. Orlando
Right.
should be in that position.
And you got more experience.
Yeah, but really Orlando should be there because there's no way in the hell Orlando should have blew a 3-1 lead and they had a closeout game 6 at home and they had a 20-something point lead, blew it after missing 23 or 24 consecutive shots. Ain't no way in the hell Orlando should have not won that series. But the fact that Detroit came down 3-1 in that series, forced the game 7 back at home and won it.
Right.
And if you Cleveland, you lose to that team that did that, I think it's time that you got to start trading out pieces. I don't understand why you think James Harden was going to be the guy to get you over the hump.
Because
he ain't been able to do it. He had time after time, team after team to prove it, and he ain't did it.
We've seen it with Houston. We've seen it with Brooklyn. We've seen it with
Philly, Clippers.
Right. He's not that dude. He looked good in regular season, but in the playoffs,
he's different.
Right. It's a different monster.
I just don't.
Metro.
I don't see it.
I would trade Metro. Time this over with. I'll be on the phone with every team in the NBA. Hey, I traded Metro. What's up? What you got for
me? It's teams is definitely gonna be interested in Donovan Mitchell once Cleveland put him out there.
Right.
He's definitely gonna draw interest from several teams.
Yeah. James Harden. I betray everybody on the damn team. I'm sorry. They're just me. Y'all been together way too long to not get this shit done.
So you looking at the Sixers who got their ass swept off real quick like by the Knicks. And then you looking at the Lakers who on the verge of getting their ass swept off real quick by OKC Thunder.
Yeah.
What should these two teams do in the offseason? Starting with LA. Let's start with LA. What should LA do? Because
LA,
he due for an extension. He's eligible for an extension.
How good he is, in your opinion?
Austin Reeves?
Yeah.
I think Austin Reeves was a solid regular season player. He didn't really show up and do much in the playoffs. Now I get it. He was hurt. He was coming off an injury at the time because he missed some games in that first round series against Houston. So,
but overall,
I probably would keep Austin Reeves. I probably would keep Austin Reeves overall.
You would keep him?
Yeah, overall, because I don't.
If it were up to me, I would put a package together.
To get who?
Joker.
Well, I think Denver said everybody is on the trade block except Jokic. So what trade package you putting together to get Jokic?
I will Reeves, pick any big man I got.
They don't want Ayton. Nobody wants Ayton right now.
No, they got another big man. He's nice. Ayton did trash.
Not Jackson Hayes.
Yeah.
So you talking about throwing in Jared Vanderbilt, Hachimura, Reeves to get Jokic?
Yep. You know why?
You said who? Why? What? I ain't hear you.
You know why?
Why?
When the last time the Lakers had not had a big man?
When last time they had a big man was who? I don't want to miss nobody.
They had Shaq. They had
Bynum.
Marc
Gasol, Paul Gasol.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of
Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard. I don't want to miss nobody. Shit, they had Brook Lopez and Zubac at one point.
And guess what? All those big men got in common.
AD.
Yeah. Guess what they all got in common?
What's that?
They all got rings with the Lakers.
I mean, Jokic got a ring in Denver, so.
And him and Luka, good friends.
So they could, you want to give up a king's ransom to get Jokic.
Okay. They done it before.
You want to give up a king's ransom to get
They
Jokic.
done it before.
The ransom you gonna have to give up to get Jokic, you probably won't even shit. You might not even make the play in with the scraps you gonna have. You ain't gonna have nobody but Luka and Jokic.
But what I'm saying, every year I will put more around them. LeBron finna get ready, though. He know that fifth million right there I didn't have in my wallet. That means I don't got to pay LeBron no more. He finna get ready, though. Who I paying on the team? Luka. I'm not paying nobody else. So you gonna be around Luka. He the face of your franchise. You bring the Joker over there with Luka, you got a two-headed monster all over again. Like Kobe and Shaq. All over again. That's what you trying to do. You trying to get that two-headed monster all over.
So do you think Denver would trade Jokic?
I think anybody got a price.
But if you're the Lakers, what are you giving up? Straight up, just assuming there's no third team involved, just straight up between LA and Denver. If you were LA, what are you offering for Jokic?
Reeves. I'm offering AD. I'm offering the other big man.
What other big man? Okay, Austin Reeves.
Austin Reeves. AD.
What AD? AD ain't there. What's about?
With the Lakers.
What AD? AD is not with the Lakers.
What that dark skin motherfucker came from Phoenix and went to the Blazers? The tall dude.
Oh, Ayton.
Yeah, Ayton. My bad.
DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah. He gone. Bye, motherfucker. I got the U-Haul right now. Gassed up.
I don't, but if I'm Denver, I say I don't want Ayton. Because Ayton probably gonna opt into his it only $8 million. Well, I ain't gonna say only $8 million because I ain't got $8 million, but damn.
Let's be honest. If they offer him $15 million, he will take it.
Who offering Ayton $15 million?
I think Denver. Man,
if Denver offer that man $15 million, the NBA ought to take over that team. The owner should be stripped of his own ownership right.
Well, a sucker out there. Denver
I don't think Denver gonna be the suckers. They should be.
You be surprised if Joker come out and say again. If Joker says shit, I don't want to be here no more. Y'all can't do shit for me. I'm gonna go to the Lakers. What they gonna say?
I mean, that's if that scenario happened, but he ain't said that. So I don't even know if they definitely gonna try to shop Aaron Gordon. And
he's done.
And point guard Jamal Murray.
Right.
Everybody getting shopped except Jokic, pretty much. Now, whether they, actually trade him, I guess they just putting them out there, seeing engaging with their trade value.
But I'm finna tell you what. The Lakers known for having a big man. I'm trying to tell you. This is up their alley.
I wouldn't be surprised, but I mean, what everything you're gonna have to give up? I mean, you gonna have to keep guys like Dalton Connect because they gonna have to be starters. You have to keep Luke Kennard.
Do you?
Marcus Smart. You have to them guys with
Do you? Do you think
not them guys, them type of guys is what I'm saying.
Do you think they will take less?
Who?
Marcus Smart.
Take less to go where?
Just stay with the Lakers.
I don't know. I don't know whether you take less or not.
let's just say they all take less, and you get Joker over there. Now you could put all that money together and go get another superstar,
Like who?
or
You
I mean,
ain't
I
getting
just said,
you ain't getting 3 superstars, Ron. That ain't happening no more. You're gonna have to if you have 3 superstar players, you drafted them. You ain't go and trade for 3 superstars. You might have had one, but you didn't go and trade for 2 other ones. The CBA ain't allowing that no more. You
okay,
got to draft them.
let's just say,
And even if you draft 3, it's just a matter of time before you make a decision to move off one because you're
okay,
gonna
let's
eventually
just
figure
say,
out that you need to move one and get deeper.
let's just say, everybody take less on that team. You go get.
If I'm Austin Reeves, I'm not taking less. I ain't taking less money when I know I'm worth more.
Okay,
Because the
so
thing about it is, once you take less money, then why would they offer you more when you then accept it less? Like if you okay, if you know you worth 35 million a year, and then you say, okay, I'll take 25. Why would somebody later on try to give you more money when you already accepted less? Yeah,
because
they only gonna offer you what you accept. If you only accept 25, they're not gonna offer you 35.
If I see what my team trying to build, if we building a championship team, I will take less.
I'm not taking less. I don't give a damn about no.
So
I mean,
that
I
means
want to win a championship, but
right.
if you telling me I got to take a $15 million pay cut, and damn that ring, I want my money.
But, okay, so what more important do you want to be like?
Now, if you're talking about taking a couple million, then okay, we could talk about that. But if you're talking about taking a significant
couple
$15
million,
million
I'm not saying take.
But what I mean, if you Austin Reeves and you, let's just say I'm just throwing a number out there. You 35 and $35 million a year. What you looking at getting? And you say I'll take 33. You know what player you gonna bring in with $2 million is gonna make a significant difference to add to us being a championship roster? That's not a lot of money to work with.
Veterans.
But that for $2 million, like what veteran you gonna get to come in for $2 million to make a significant impact?
Wait a minute. Did you see what the Miami Heat did a while back?
What in what year? When you talking about when LeBron
when
was
they
there?
had the Wade now.
And LeBron and Bosh?
Yeah.
But they had
veterans.
They had three. That was a super team. They had LeBron, Bosh, and Wade.
Well, who else was around there?
I don't think Ray Allen had a $2 million. I think Ray Allen was getting paid more than that, but he wasn't getting paid a lot. And then plus you got to remember then you got the CBA. Oh, that was before LeBron. The CBA was different then. We talking about now with the new CBA and how the rules set up now. So, the rules was way different then than it is now.
Right. Let's just say Austin Reeves go to the owner or go to the GM, and the GM said, "I will get you 30. Will you take it?"
30 million a year from Austin Reeves. It depends on what somebody else offering me. If somebody else is offering me 35 and you offering me 30, then I gotta go 35.
But they don't got what we got over here. If I get Joker,
what do the Lakers got? Getting Jokic ain't guaranteed. Now, if you talking about Jokic already on the team, now we talking different. But you talking about
say it's a down the Lakers just got Joker. You tell me nobody will take less to bring in other pieces.
I'm not saying nobody would take less, but if you went and got Jokic and Luka there and both of them making max money, and you said I can get 30 from LA, and it's another team that's giving me anywhere between 30 and 30, offering me 30 to 37, then I might not take 30. I might go and take 30, 37 from somebody else and probably still be a contender.
Okay, how good that team is?
I mean, we don't know what team we talking about. I mean, it could be,
Say the Jazz.
If it's the Utah Jazz?
Yeah, if they offer him 35 and we offer you 30.
But all the Lakers are contender.
Then skip.
So if Austin Reeves leaves with just Jokic and Luka, are they contending with just them two players? Really?
You're right.
In the West now, because you get to look.
In
Think
the
about the West.
West.
Think about the
I
West.
don't
You got
see.
OKC over there, Minnesota over there, San Antonio over there.
Right. You made a good point. You is. They still will need somebody else. And then what I'm saying, other people will take less to come over there and play for the Lakers to get that chip. That's what I think, in my opinion. Like you got an opportunity to get that chip. I think other players around the NBA we reach out to the Lakers, be like, look, I will take less, come over there to get that ring.
So Jokic next season, or this coming season, this upcoming 2026 season, is gonna be at 59 million. Then the following season, he got a player option for 62.8.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't think Denver to do what the Lakers to do to put around him like the Lakers can.
So Luka Doncic is 49. I'm talking about this upcoming season is 49 and a half, then 53.4, then he got a player option for 57.2. So between them two players, you looking at over 100 million a year.
But once again, like I said, the Lakers known for having their big man. They're known for that.
So what I mean, so you saying in the offseason what they need to do, because they on the verge of getting swept.
Yeah, this over. Yeah.
If they get a game, it'll be just that a game. You know, they down 0-3. So do LeBron come back to LA or do he?
No, LeBron going back home to Cleveland.
He's going to Cleveland. So if Cleveland loses this series, why would he go back to Cleveland? When Cleveland, we just discussed Cleveland busting up his team if they lose.
Because he's a retire at home.
I mean, he can sign can he sign a 1-day deal or something like that, like they do in the NFL?
Right. So, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he will play no more. That's what I'm trying to say.
LeBron is retiring after this season?
Yeah, he will go home, retire in front of the fans. His son will be there. That's another reason why he would go back home.
So you saying if the Lakers lose this series, which they damn good chance they losing this because like I said, they down 0-3. Yeah. You think after this season he goes to Cleveland for a day and retires the Cleveland Cavalier?
Yeah.
And that's it. So you don't think no announcement would have been made about his retirement?
I think he's gonna make an announcement, but on Twitter or something like that.
No, I'm saying you don't think he's gonna make an announcement the season before he retires and say this upcoming season is gonna be my last. So they can do their whole little, you know.
Because remember, if rumors out there, he want to buy an NBA team.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna get into. That's just me.
I think me personally, he want to buy the Cavs. That's what I think. He at home. He people say he great basketball mind.
Mm-hmm.
He did help the Cavs come back next year. If they lose this, it's done.
To my Cleveland.
Yeah. If they lose this is to Detroit Pistons, it's over. Marvel gonna break them up, trade what you can, get what you can, and bring in fresh talent.
So I mean, who would be the one player that Cleveland keep to kind of be the cornerstone piece to build around? It wouldn't be Jared Allen. It wouldn't be James Harden. Would it be Evan Mobley?
Maybe.
But to me, Evan Mobley, he just ain't took that next step. He just
Right.
stuck in the same for 2 years.
Right. But this way, if I'm Phoenix, is Kevin Durant a free agent?
No, I don't think KD is no free agent.
If I'm Phoenix, I trade Kevin Durant to the Cavs for Mosley.
You mean if you Houston?
Yeah, Houston.
Hold on. If you Houston, you trading KD for Evan Mosley, but they got Jabari Smith in Houston. Play the same position is
you either play both of them.
You can't play both of them because you got Sengun at the 5, you got Jabari Smith at the 4, and then you got Thompson twin at the 3.
Or
well, that's what you would have. But the Thompson twin is they got him playing out of position because they don't have a point guard.
Yeah.
So they just have.
I forgot about that.
They just having, they just got positionless basketball in the backcourt right now.
Right. I mean, to me, mostly, if I'm the Cavs and we lose this series, I traded everybody. I finna start from scratch. I feel like y'all been together way too long to get beat like this. And you think you still gonna be here by a Detroit Pistons team?
Yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying, but just to me, Evan Mobley, he ain't took the next step. He just
right.
He
got
that money.
Right. So why keep all these players on this team? And you're not showing me nothing.
Yeah, they not.
What you showing me? You a regular season team.
Yeah.
Just like the Hawks.
Regular season.
Regular season.
Another regular season team is Philly.
Right.
They've been trusting the process for God knows how long,
right.
And they can get past the second round. And they can't get past the second round. But the crazy part about it is, Ron, I could see if it was just one particular team that you couldn't get past. The Philadelphia 76ers and got the hell beat out of them by several different teams. They lost to Boston. They lost to Atlanta. They lost to Miami. They lost to Toronto, and they just lost to the Knicks. That's 5-6 teams I just named. Different teams I named they lost to and can't get out the second round. So to me, the process been over.
Right. So trade they center, trade him.
Trade who?
The big man.
So Embiid and Paul George combined over the next 2 years, they do over $120 million in the next 2 years. A piece. A piece.
A damn shame.
Let me double check that. I think that's what I read, but they got a hell of money they owe for just them two players. But if I'm the Sixers, I'm looking at firing Daryl Morey. He the one gave him the money.
Right. He should have been John.
Listen, this crazy money. No, Embiid got 3 years left. And the last year play option. This is ridiculous. Embiid next year, he getting 57.9. The year after that, he getting 62.6. And then the final year is a player option for 67.2. And I'm guessing that he's gonna opt into that player option and get that 67 million because I don't see nobody else coming close to paying him that. He'll be 34 years old then.
If I'm the GM, if I'm the owner, I will fire the GM. Time they last game, I would have fired him ASAP.
Is Elton Brand still in the front office up there?
He should be going too.
because I know Darren Moore is in the front office, but he the one responsible for giving Embiid that contract extension after he played Team USA ball.
Darren Moore should get fired. He should have got fired when that clock says 0.00. He should have got fired there.
So Paul George next season is 54.1, and then he got a player option for the season after that for 56.5.
Right. Paul George, he nice. He showed me more this year than when he was with the Clippers.
And I think
he
gonna opt into that because he'll be 37 years old.
Yeah.
In the final year of his deal, which is a player option for $56.5 million. Nobody else is giving Paul George $56.5 million. So he's gonna opt in. Bro, Paul George over these next 2 years is owed over $100 million. Huh?
Nobody touching no contracts. No.
You got $200 million tied up in two guys.
Right. And you got Maxey
over the next 2 years.
You got Maxey, nice. And you got the other shooting guard.
DJ Edgecombe.
He nice. But you got these two bums on the back end. Can I stay healthy?
You know what,
man? Embiid flopping like he a fish.
I'm trying to figure out how the hell did this team beat Boston but can't get a game against the Knicks.
Make you wonder, don't it?
Some ain't adding up here.
Something not adding up.
And when I say got swept, I mean the game wasn't close. I mean the Knicks just beat the complete hell out of them four straight games. Games wasn't close.
My boy June, shout out to June. He a New York Knicks fan. He made a video. He was outside on his porch with a broom.
So when you talk to Dennis, I want to know what the atmosphere like is in Philly, because it ain't the city of brotherly love this week.
They pissed.
The Phillies ain't worth a damn. The Sixers even got swept, and then the Eagles going through a situation where they probably about to trade AJ Brown. So the city of Philly ain't got no brotherly love, right? It don't feel like no brotherly love right now. So I'm just gonna feel what the temperature like.
To me, they already, in my opinion, they already traded AJ Brown. They already said after June 1st, he's going to get traded.
So pretty much it's done. It just ain't physically done. It's already done.
Right, it's already done.
Yeah, but the way New York fans took over Philly, I mean, it ain't but a short drive to get there. But
you got to look at it. Philly been talking a lot of shit for the past 5 years.
They're going to have to find a way to move one of these two, because I doubt if you move them both. You got to at least move one of them.
Where you going to move into?
I mean, Paul George, you can probably move Paul George before you can move Embiid.
Your main problem is Embiid. They're your main problem.
That's what I'm saying. You ain't gonna be able to move Embiid like that. You can probably move Paul George before you can move Embiid. And that's why I would have Daryl Morey on the hot seat, because Daryl Morey is the one responsible for giving him that contract after he played Team USA ball. Now, Ron, this don't add up. Help me to understand this, because maybe I'm saying something that I don't understand that I'm saying. But how in the hell is he able to play Team USA ball, to get a contract extension, and then a few months later he ain't ready to go for the season? How the hell that makes sense? So you telling me you was healthy enough to travel with Team USA overseas and play Team USA ball, but when it's time to report to the camp of the team that's giving you a max contract extension, you ain't ready to go to the point where you ain't ready to start the season? You got to miss all these damn games in the regular season, and I'm paying you $60 million a year on a new contract extension? Help me make that make sense.
You know what? Like I just said, soon that clock says 0.00. Damn Marlin, you fired.
I don't understand this. And then, to be honest with you, remember when Daryl Morey and James Harden was going at it? or James Harden was mad at Daryl Morey and said that he wouldn't play for an organization that Daryl Morey was a part of, and then they eventually traded him to the LA Clippers.
Yep.
That was because James Harden was supposed to get paid, right? Daryl, I guess him and Daryl Morey had to struck a deal to say, look, I'm gonna take care of you after the season. So James Harden under the impression that Daryl Morey, which was his guy at the time from the Houston days, he was gonna get taken care of, you know. And James Harden wanted to be in Philly after he left Brooklyn, so they found a way to move off Ben Simmons, send him to Brooklyn, and get James Harden back. But I'm under the impression that James Harden was gonna give Daryl Morey that money, even though James Harden stunk up the damn playoffs when in Philly, like he's accustomed to doing. But he didn't get that money because the owner stepped in and stopped that. If the owner didn't step in, I think Daryl Morey would have gave him that money. He would still be in Philly.
But you got two suckers you just talked about. Shame on you the first time. Shame on me the second time. The third time, I kicking your ass.
So that's Daryl Morey is a sucker.
A sucker.
I can't believe he gave the Embiid that money. Now you're gonna catch hell getting off of Embiid, in my opinion.
Now you finna get fired. When you get fired, no other NBA team will bring you in.
I don't understand that.
They see the kind of shit you produce. You don't produce right.
Now, when Embiid play, he play. But when he don't, he missing time. I don't know when the last time Embiid and played consecutive back-to-backs. Man, I mean, I don't know.
But again, if I'm the owner of the 76ers right now, you fired. Better yet, don't even clean out of your office. We send it to you in garbage bags.
Bro, I'm gonna give you a fact here. Do you know when the last time Joel Embiid played a game in Denver?
When?
The last time Joel Embiid played a game in Denver was in 2019.
When the last time he played a full season?
That's the last time he played in Denver?
The last time Joel Embiid played a game in Denver was in 2019.
That's sad.
Now look up when the last time he played a full season.
Oh man, shit. A full season? He didn't, because remember his rookie season he sat out.
Right.
Joel Embiid this year played 38 games.
You fire your player.
The last time Joel Embiid, the most games Joel Embiid has played in a season is 68.
You fire.
He's only played 60 plus games 3 times in his career. No, 4 times.
You fire. Owner, if he got pictures of the owner.
The first 2 years he did not play. It says 2014-15 did not play injured. 2015-16 did not play injured. Then he came back in 2016-17, only played 31 games.
You fired.
Then he jumped up to 63, 64. Then he had 51, 51, 68, 66, 39, 19, and then this season 38.
Yeah, you fired.
I don't understand why he got an extension.
He got, in my opinion, it's who you know, not what you know.
This is crazy.
Embiid remind me of that piece of shit played for the Miami Heat. The tall Whiteside.
Hassan Whiteside?
Yeah, that's who Embiid remind me of.
So Embiid got his contract extension in 2024.
Mm-hmm.
So in 2024, Joel Embiid played 30 games.
Mm-hmm.
No. I'm sorry. He ain't played 30 games. He played 19 games in 2024.
It's sad.
Then this past season, he played 38 games.
It's sad. But
So in these 2 years combined, he ain't played a full season.
no,
It's 82 games in a season. He played 19 last season, 38 this season. He ain't even played a combined full season in 2 years worth of games.
it's sad.
And the last time he played a game in Denver was 2019. He ain't played a game in Denver since the pandemic.
That's damn shame.
The pandemic had not happened yet since the last time Embiid played a game in Denver.
That's damn shame.
You can't tell me he hurt every year that Philly travels to Denver.
You gotta trust the process, Ralph, man. You gotta trust the process.
What the process?
Yeah, what is the process, Jay?
Man. We gotta ask them tomorrow, man. We gotta ask them what the process is, man.
Oh, I don't ask him.
Listen, the process ended when we beat them, and Ben Simmons then dunked the ball or lay it up on Trae Young, but instead he passed it to Thibault, and Thibault went. That's when the process ended.
No, the process when we dunked on Embiid. What's his name?
John Collins had him in the headlock.
Right, and he dunked on Embiid, and Embiid was like this.
Embiid had his head on his head like this.
Right. They were making T-shirts.
I got one. I ordered one too. I got one when they put them out for sale. I ordered one too.
They were making T-shirts.
He's on a T-shirt, and then he got put on a T-shirt this series by Mitchell Robinson.
Right. So, then he got put on another T-shirt against Toronto. We forgot about that.
They just going through Embiid like a toll booth.
So once again, nobody will pick up that contract. If I'm the owner, I would tell Embiid, you know what, just stay at home for the next 2 years.
I don't know how they get off of Embiid. Like I said, I think Paul George, they can move Paul George sooner or easier than they can Embiid. I don't know who.
Look, Embiid done, dog.
I mean, he can't even go. I mean, the speed of the league, the pace is picking up for a lot of these teams, and he can't run up and down the floor at that pace for an entire game.
There will a lot of wear and tear on your body.
And how the hell is you that big always on the floor? He always getting up off the floor after he done failed. What the hell? Who the hell big is you knocking you down that hard? You got to always be on the floor. Like he be too big to be trying to flop. Like,
make you wonder what Jaylen Brown said, huh?
What did he say? What else he said?
R&B out. Talk about he be flopping.
That yeah.
Make you wonder, don't.
I'm just trying to wrap my hand, trying to figure out how in the hell did this Sixers team, who just got the hell beat out of them and 4 straight got swept by the Knicks, how the hell did they beat the Boston Celtics? That made me think somebody in Boston need to go. Losing to Philly, and then I understand the Knicks is good, probably one of the best teams left. I ain't saying the best, but one of the best up there with them in OKC. But how in the hell do you lose 4 straight after beating the Boston Celtics?
Make you wonder, don't it?
Now the first game I could see because you had to turn around and start the series with the Knicks after going 7 games with Boston. And then you beat Boston in Boston in a game 7.
Make you wonder.
And then you come back home and just get the hell beat out you. Mm-hmm. The way you getting beat.
They said they got beat like they stole somebody's lunch money in the 2nd grade. They said Embiid was looking like Rodney King.
Rodney King? Oh, man. I'm talking about them knees, man. Listen, he should just medically retire from the NBA, man. Go ahead and
Right.
call it quits. This medical
Go ahead and
catastrophe
call
is
it a quit, though. You will never get to the finals.
It's over, and they haven't got past the second round. And like I said, it's not like it's the same team that they keep running into, putting them out. They
Right.
have gotten beat by the Hawks. They got beaten by the Celtics. They got beaten by the Knicks. They got beat by the Heat. They got beat by the Raptors. And they all have beat them in the second round, first or second round. They have not gotten past the second round. So the process, like you said, has been over. Like I said, the process, in my opinion, was over when Ben Simmons had a chance to
Right.
either dunk it or lay it up over Trey, but instead he elected to pass the ball when he was right there at the damn rim. He
was
passed the
right
ball.
there.
All he
I
had to
was
do was
like-
turn around, dunk it, and lay it up, and he
Right.
would have been, and Philly would have won that series. And it's not like they done had the same coach. They done went through different coaches, and they done
Right.
had a turnover in the right. They had Brent Brown couldn't get it done. They had Doc Rivers couldn't get it done, and now they got Nick Nurse still can't get it done. So
But it's not the head coaches, it's the players now. I'm
So
looking
the pro-
at the players.
the process ended when they asked Doc Rivers, could he, he said he don't know if he could win with Ben Simmons.
Right.
That's when, to me, that's when it ended in that series against the Hawks.
And Ben Simmons still getting paid off of that.
So I don't even know if Ben Simmons in the league now. I don't know where the hell Ben Simmons is. The last
Hey.
time I heard from him was in Boston. I mean, not Brooklyn.
Hey, why should I be in the league and I still getting paid 100-something million?
Who the hell paying?
Philly?
Oh my God! Tell me this ain't true. This is gonna be more shame on Philly. Now I'm not talking bad about the city because I love the city, but I'm not. This is gonna be an indictment on the city of brotherly love.
Who else picked him up beside the Clippers?
Yeah, the Clippers. That's who it was. The last team that he was.
And he's still getting paid. You don't remember what Shaquille O'Neal said and Charles Barkley said?
Well, he done got his money from Philly. They say he ain't getting. His last stint was with the Clippers. I forgot it was a brief stint, but that's the last place he was at. Not Brooklyn.
Yeah, it's sad. So you tell me you rather pay these bums?
I think he went to go be a professional fisherman. That's what I think he
You
did.
don't got no choice. What
I think
else?
he was gonna be in a fishing tournament somewhere. He's focusing on other ventures like being a professional fisherman.
What else are you gonna do? You 6'9", you weigh 260.
6'10",
Oh my bad, you 6'10".
6'10".
You might as well don't be a tight end. Oh my bad, you soft. I tell you, that light skin shit got to stop now.
He's spooked, man. He won't shoot the ball.
You want to do nothing? What he get?
I mean, theft.
What?
Shit.
What?
He
What
done stole
he
some money.
get?
He done stole some money. Good at theft.
Wait, he found a sucker. He said, "Oh, y'all gonna pay me this money? Okay."
And that's the problem, in my opinion, with NBA money. You know what I'm saying? They paying you off potential rather than what you do.
Right.
And that's exactly what they did with Ben Simmons. They paid him strictly off potential rather than what he was actually
Just like
doing
in the
or
NFL.
did.
If you get drafted by one team in the NFL, and another team pick you up, sign you, they're paying you off of potential.
But I'm saying the NFL typically don't pay you off potential. They typically pay you off what you are. You know what I'm saying? Versus the NBA is more likely to pay you off potential. You see what I'm saying? That's what they did with Ben Simmons. Because if Ben Simmons was an NFL player playing like this, he wouldn't have gotten that contract. But since he's in the NBA,
somebody would have broke Ben Simmons in half.
Well, I'm just saying, that from that standpoint. But I'm saying, if we talking, if Ben Simmons had NFL size, not 6'10", but if he was a solid NFL size 6'4", whatever, let's say he was 6'3", 6'4" in the NFL, and he's playing in the NFL the way he played in the NBA, he would have not gotten the kind of money in the NFL like he got in the NBA because the NFL wasn't going to pay him off potential. They were going to pay him off what he was doing, at the time. But in the NBA, that's how he got their money. They paid him off potential. They thought that he was going to get better, and he never did. He got worse. He staying the same for Ben Simmons was great, but he got worse. That's how bad he got.
It's sad.
That's how bad it was.
When you afraid to dunk, Trae Young, what, 6 foot?
And to be Trae Young was trying to get out the way.
Right. Trae Young was like,
he was like, oh shit, let me.
Right.
He was trying to get out the way. He was gonna let you have that.
Right. He wasn't
gonna contest that.
He like, don't shoot.
Go ahead, shoot it.
But this motherfucker gonna pass the ball. Okay.
All Trae did was stand there and kind of slightly turn, because he was trying to get out the way anyway.
Trae Young said, I don't want to mess up my baby hair. But just
boy, you talking about the cheesesteak that was flying that day.
Tragic.
And that's when the process ended. So I don't they gotta move either Embiid. They gotta move both. They gotta move both, but it's gonna be hard to move Embiid.
They got to get a new GM.
They just need an overhaul. They need a reset button from the front office down to the. You might as well. And I'm not saying fire Nick Nurse because he's a bad coach, but I'm saying get rid of Nick Nurse because he's not gonna fit.
Right, I will keep
the direction he's trying to go.
And I will let him pick out his players who he wants to sign this offseason.
But if you're doing a full rebuild, then you're not keeping Nick Nurse. Because Nick Nurse is, I'm not saying he's a bad coach, but he's just not going to fit the timeline of what you're trying to do as far as a rebuild.
But he just got there.
If you're trying to, but the team he has is better suited for him than a rebuilding team, is what I'm saying. So we're not firing Nick Nurse because he can't coach. We firing Nick Nurse because we're going in a rebuilding direction, and I don't think you fit the timeline of what we're trying to do with a rebuilding team. He didn't have a rebuilding team when he was in with
Toronto.
Toronto, yeah, he had some established guys there.
The one I'm saying, you bring in other players that.
So if you do that, then you're not rebuilding.
But you get rid of the people that don't want to do nothing here. Embiid.
So what players you talking about bringing in? Embiid, you want Embiid ain't gonna be an easy get rid of.
I'll be like, just give me whatever.
I mean, somebody still got to fit his contract in, somewhere. So it's got to make sense wherever he go.
I'll be like, give me a Philly cheesesteak.
You just can't stick him anyway. It's got to be,
I'm trying to find something.
They gotta figure out whether they're gonna do. Are they gonna keep going the direction they going, or they gonna blow it up and rebuild? I say blow it up and rebuild because you got the hell.
You cannot keep on going that direction.
So you gotta rebuild. What you're saying?
The team not getting better; they're getting worse.
So you gotta rebuild around VJ Edgecombe and Tyrese Maxey. Is what you're saying?
More definitely.
And then you put another couple vets on the team just for veteran leadership, but majority of it it just needs to be built around Maxey and VJ Edgecombe.
Right.
So you get rid of Paul George and get you some young pieces back that you can do that with, and preferably some front court players because Edgecombe and Maxey in your back court, so preferably a wing and front court player.
Right.
And I don't know what center you're gonna bring in. You like to draft one?
I would go get one off of the couch.
A center?
Yep. The way Embiid been all this time on the couch.
I'm talking about a starting center.
Hey, you just go get one off the couch somewhere.
Yeah.
Go down to the D League. He better than Embiid. What Embiid giving you?
Somebody this season, Embiid
other games.
The games he played, I think 31 games.
Yeah, I go get one off the couch.
38 games. I'm sorry, 38 games this year.
I go get one off the couch. To me, Embiid is a problem. A wrong problem. A bad problem.
Played 38 games this year.
I would tell Embiid, go back to Africa or wherever you came from, player. Sit there for 2 years. I don't want to see you.
So
I'm
I
sorry.
don't want to see.
He's not even making the team better. He's making the team worse.
So the Cavs up 13.
He's making the team worse.
Embiid,
Because
slow him down. They can't run like that because, you know.
To play Embiid and play Paul George, so you tell me you trying to play half court. If you play full court, Embiid cannot play full court no more because of the injuries.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to slow down the game now. I want to just run it. And B, you're not giving me nothing anyway. 31 games, that ain't shit.
38, yeah, that ain't enough. That ain't half.
That ain't enough. So yeah, don't go back to Africa, player.
Yeah, that ain't the move. That's what I think Philly need to do. They just need to
Right. Don't just their off season. Have a meeting with everybody and trade who you need to trade. Tell Embiid go back to Africa or wherever he came from. Bye. I'm done looking at you. You tall, you sorry, and you lazy.
Yeah, so they don't have neither Tobias Harris or Jimmy Butler.
Right. Tobias Harris in the second round. Right.
Tobias Harris over Jimmy Butler. So
right. That's where you fucked up at right there.
And then Jimmy Butler leaves, Philly goes to Miami and makes it to the finals.
Right. So, and B still stuck there, had not done shit for y'all.
Yeah, so I mean, it's several things along the way that didn't work. Even when they brought in Al Horford, that didn't work. You know, Al Horford wasn't good at all with Philly.
Right.
This is horrible with Philly. That didn't work. You chose to buy
Boston.
Butler. He did. It just didn't work in Philly for reasons that didn't work. But he got it. You know, it worked in Boston, but it just didn't work in Philly. So that was a fail acquisition for the Sixers. Then they choosing Tobias Harris over Jimmy Butler. Then Jimmy Butler goes to Miami and goes to the final. He lost in the finals, but he went. Lost to Denver, but he got there. You know, twice. You know what I'm saying? He went to the finals in the bubble.
And every time he played Philly, he kicked their ass. That person. So, every time he played Philly, he kicked their ass.
Yeah, so that was one that bit him. Then you wasted time bringing in James Harden. So you got nothing out of that. You know what I'm saying? So then the whole process, that shit just never worked.
What?
You know, I don't think nobody from the process is on the team. Matisse Thybulle, I think he's still out there in Portland. Well, Embiid's still there, but shit, it's like I said, we talking about they need to get rid of him now. So he's the only one that's still a part of that team that was from the whole. Well, I think I might be overlooking somebody on the roster, but as far as I can remember, I think he might be on somebody still on that team that was there with trust in the process.
What? So now, yeah, over.
Yeah, it's over, man. They need to do a demolition job on that. And restructure that roster, because that ain't good. You're getting swept the hell. The first round was tougher than the second round. It's supposed to get tougher each round, but damn, the first round was tougher, for the Knicks than the second round. At least 2 games on the Knicks, and I think them the only games that the Knicks done lost in the playoffs.
Yeah. We went farther than them.
And yeah, game wise, we at least took them 6.
If you think about it, one year we had Trey, we went to the East Conference
Finals, against Milwaukee.
Then
that was the same year we beat the Sixers in the second round.
Right. Make that make sense. You can't make this shit up. But
Yeah, you can't. But Ron, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up, bro. Get ready to head out of here. Appreciate
Yeah,
y'all
man.
for tuning in, man. Each and every Monday, this is what we do. Ron, JB, Ralph Sneaks, Damn You 2 Sports, and stay tuned live. Until next week, man, we'll holler at y'all.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Easy.